Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics coming at you with a comic haul. I've got a big one, but we're going to go through it quick. These are books that I won. Some of them I won from mycomicshop.com auction. Actually, I combined two auctions, so when you win something in an auction, they'll let you not, like, in order to pay for it, you have to ship it right away. So I kind of wait, and they let you combine auction wins up to 2 weeks before shipping to you, so you can save on shipping. So I do that. So I think that's pretty cool. So we got some big books here. We got some little books here. And then also I have some new comics that I ordered as well. So first off, we'll start with Fantastic Four number 39. Check that out. Isn't that cool? So this book is really interesting because obviously it's got a bunch of Kirby going on here. But then you notice Daredevil is there, and the tagline says, "A blind man shall lead them." And that Daredevil is done by Wally Wood. Now, if you notice, he's kind of superimposed. Like you see all the rest of the Fantastic Four and everything going on, and it's all happening kind of behind him. And he's like added on, and that's because Jack Kirby did the rest of the cover, and then they handed it to Wally Wood, and Wally Wood just put his little Daredevil on there. And the entire book is like that. The entire book, Wally Wood did all the work on Daredevil. So you can really tell as going through the panels that he's been kind of added in there like a sticker in a lot of it. And then in some cases, he might, if he's behind someone, it's carefully drawn like up to them and then behind them. So it's really interesting. Plus, check out that Doom cover. Oh man, you gotta love that. So anyway, Fantastic Four number 39. Picked it up because of the Wally Wood tie-in and because of the Daredevil tie-in. But what an awesome Fantastic Four cover anyway. Anything pre-100, you can't go wrong with that. Very cool. Keeping with Daredevil, we also have Daredevil number 11. This is another Wally Wood cover. This is the last Wally Wood cover. Now, I think someone else might have even done the pencils on this one. He did the inks. It might have been Orlando. I'm not sure. So this is the last Wood issue, number 11. So very cool, though. Man, the hits just keep coming. Check this out. Sensational SheHulk number 40. So this is one of those books that... It's so funny because it's the She-Hulk that always does it to me. Another book that happened just the same way was the Savage She-Hulk number 1, her first appearance. So that was a book that kept getting away from me. And mostly because it was available, you know, it was like a $40 book, but I just wouldn't buy it because I felt like I could get it lower, and then it used to be a $20 book, that Savage She-Hulk, and then it got away from me and it started creeping up to like $60, $75. And I was lucky to find a book that someone was still selling for like 20 bucks, and I scored that. So that's what I paid for my Savage She-Hulk number 1. Sensational She-Hulk was the same way. About a year ago, I was looking at picking up this one, and there's two other kind of risque covers that John Byrne did, and in this run, and they wanted like 45 bucks for it, and I just kept putting it off because you could buy this one by itself for between 20 and 30, and I just didn't want to spend that for this book. Even though I wanted it, I just kept putting it off as a book I could pick up later. You guys know this kind of stuff's right in my wheelhouse. John Byrne playing with her, and of course, you know, I'll leave it up to you to think whether she's actually nude in this issue or not. But the whole issue, about half of the issue at least, it's just hilarious. It's great stuff, all centered around this cover. So very, very cool stuff. And I might actually slab this one. It's not perfect condition. I'd say it's probably about a 5. There's a bunch of spine ticks on it. It's got some Mylar magic work in there. I'd say it's probably about a 5. I might end up slabbing it only because I have a reprint of this already. And if you've got the reprint, you know, I might. So we'll see how it goes. Also, it's a modern book. And the modern books, I'm quicker to slab only because you can get another one if you need to. They're not rare or anything like that. And they look pretty in the slabs, and they're cheaper to get slabbed than a silver or a gold. So then we got a couple of more books in here. We got James Bond Origin number 8. Just picked that up because it was in their mycomicshop.com dollar bin. Here's a book I was missing for this run. It's The Shape of Elvira number 4. This finishes that run. It's Francesco Francavilla, and I picked up all of his covers for this. So there's the last of that. So I look forward to finishing up that story. Here's some Adam Hughes goodness. We've got Ghost number 5. And it's got a tie-in with the Predator. So the Predator attacks. It's got a crossover. So that's pretty cool. I like that. There, Adam Hughes, man. He's doing some good work right there. I really like that cover. Next we have Ghost Handbook. That one was also by Adam Hughes. That one's just okay. I think the guns look pretty cool on it, actually. You can see those. So a little double barrel action for you there, everybody. Hope you appreciate that. Very cool. Keeping up with She-Hulk, here's another cool one. 275, Fantastic Four 275. I got this book because I saw it in an auction, I thought. And every now and then what'll happen is when I see a book in an auction that someone is trying to auction off, and I'm like, you know what? Especially on a YouTube auction, I'll often check the price for that book and see if it's worth what they're asking for. And of course, condition is everything. But for this book, I thought that the person selling it was asking or it had already risen. It's not their fault. They started the bid off probably low, but it had risen to a point where it was a little bit more than I thought it ought to have been. And while I was checking the price for this, I was like, well, you know what? I'll just buy it. So I bought it from the place I was checking the price on. But this book's hilarious. Basically, if you don't know what's going on in this issue, it's a Fantastic Four, but it's a standalone She-Hulk story. It's a one-shot basically for She-Hulk. And these paparazzi are basically trying to take pictures. Very Stanley-esque paparazzi is trying to get pictures of She-Hulk nude. And he kind of succeeds. So the whole book is wrapped around her trying to get those pictures back. And, hilarity ensues. But it's a really, really cute book. Very fun. So I highly recommend this. It was a good read. Fantastic Four 275. If you've not read it, read it. It's a good one. We got the Amazing Mary Jane coming in here. That's, of course, the Art Germ variant. It's not... I would have liked to have the one where her name is written actually on the card thing. But that's fine. Still like that. You know I'm not a huge Art Germ fan, but every now and then he gets it right, and he gets it right with this one. Black Cat number 8, J. Scott Campbell makes me eat my words again, because I do think he might be one of... keep qualifying it until I'm out of it. One of my favorite Black Cat artists. He has been killing this run. Just doing a great job. And I love when they put a real artist or someone that has some clout to him on the A covers, because then I get to enjoy it without having to pay the crazy variant price. So very cool. Black Cat number 8, just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He made her legs a relatively normal size, and he even remembered to draw the rest of her nose. So this book, that might be my favorite J. Scott Campbell cover ever. Next, we got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 10. And I just love that. Just good stuff. Next, we have Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 9. Sorry, we're going a little bit out of order. That's another one of those John Royal covers, and I just really like it. I think it looks cool, and she's just, popping out everywhere. Very, very cool. Riding the witch broom there. And we got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 11. Again, sorry for going out of order. This book, I find hilarious, this cover. This reminds me of that meme where the guy's like walking. You guys have all seen it because they make superhero memes out of it all the time. So the guy's like walking by and he turns around and he sees the girl, and then his girlfriend or whoever he's with is like all PO'd because he looked at another girl. And in this cover, it's so funny. So that's like the girl zombie or whatever. Oh hell! And then she's like walking in front and kind of running, and there's the dude, and the dude mummy. He's like looking at her, and then she's like, "Really? Are you kidding me?" That's hilarious. I love it. Very, very cool. Kind of a weird right leg she's got going on there. He kind of dropped the ball on that one, but that to me is the difference between good artists and great artists. This guy's still got some work to do, but that cover is just hilarious. Vengeance of Vampirella. Look at this. Holy moly. That might be my all-time favorite Vampirella cover. It's definitely, if it's not, it's tied. Look at the look she has back there, too. That is just amazing. And the bat, man, Vampirella number 4. I mean, they make like 50. Dynamite makes like 50 variant covers for every issue. So if you don't like this one, just wait. There's more. You know. This was in their dollar bin. It's a Lee In-hyuk, number 10 variant, X23, number 10 variants. This is part of the Super Spider Villains cover run that they did. I don't know if I'm crazy about it. I picked it up because I thought it was kind of cool, but I think I might give this one away to a Spidey fan. But what's messed up is that if somebody buys that book because it's Spider-Man, the inside is going to be X23 and have nothing to do with Spider-Man or Rhino. So who's looking for that, right? And then last but definitely not least, we've got Planet Comics. This is Tip Top number 118. So for all you friends out there from Australia, this is actually an Australian publisher, Planet Comics, that had Tip Top Comic Monthly. And it's like Golden Age width. It's in a very odd width. It's basically a Golden Age width, or just barely above silver. Like it's almost, it lacks like an eighth of an inch or something from being Silver Age. But the height is magazine height, so it's a very odd size. It probably doesn't look that way on camera, but just try sticking this in a Golden Age board and you'll find out how much of the top, like from there up, is sticking out. And you can kind of see here a little bit of damage in that top corner. So basically where that break is, that's where a normal comic stops. And that's probably why it's damaged like that. I didn't do it, I swear. So it's, Batman reprints, all black and white. It says Superman Presents. It's just exactly the kind of thing you find from what to me would be a foreign comic, is that they take whoever's popular, Superman, then they say Superman Presents, and then Batman versus Man-Bat. They give it a little bit of original art, and then it's Tip Top Comic Monthly, Planet Comics, 25 cents. I mean, everything's just all over at you just to get you to pick this up off the newsstand and buy it. So I think it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's my haul. I hope you all enjoyed that. I know it was a little bit of a long one. We'll leave you with some of the favorites out of this run. There's the Fantastic Four, number 39 that we showed earlier. And here's the Daredevil. So very, very cool. And of course, there's the beauty, Sensational SheHulk. So I hope you all appreciate that and enjoy that. And we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. And remember, read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.